Good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday. I'm First Alert Meteorologist CJ Cartledge here. Temperatures drop fast as we move through the overnight hours for tonight, but here's the forecast for this evening. If you're heading out to the state fair, make sure to bring a light jacket with you or a sweatshirt there. Temperatures will mainly be in the 50s through around 6 to 8 p.m., but just after 9 p.m., we should see temperatures drop into the 40s across the region, but it's going to get even cooler by early tomorrow morning here, which is why a frost advisory has been issued once again for the far north and easternmost portions of the Arklatex there from 2 a.m. until 9 a.m. on our Monday here, mainly due to the clear skies. That's why lows will drop well into the 30s across those areas shaded in the blue color that you see there on the screen, and light winds will also contribute to these extremely cold conditions out there. I wouldn't say extremely just yet, but it definitely will be cold waking up in the morning hours for our Monday. 36 by Ruston and Winfield, 39 by Minden, around 41 for Shreveport-Bossier, and at the warmest looks to be at around Mount Pleasant, around 42 degrees. But looking at the upper level pattern starting off the new work week, high pressure slowly makes its way eastward of the Arklatex, and that's going to allow for a southerly flow to return, bringing back warm and humid conditions heading to the start of the week and throughout this work week here. Not much of a change in terms of where that high pressure will move as we move throughout this work week as well. Here's a look at the forecast for tomorrow, though. Starting out cold, as mentioned before, southerly flow looks to continue as we move through the daytime hours, causing highs to rise into the lower to mid 70s across the region. 73 by Shreveport, 75 for Longview and Nacogdoches, around 70 by Homer and Ruston. And looking through the rest of the work week, we are expecting temperatures to rise into the lower 80s and upper 70s starting on Wednesday, and moving through Thursday and Friday, as well as heading into our Saturday also. But here's a look at our 7-day forecast. We are expecting the lower 70s and upper 60s for our Monday. Maybe some areas will stay in the lower 60s out there, but it doesn't look to be so likely. Heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, temperatures continue to rise back into the above average range here. Even lows will rise back into the 50s and 60s by the middle to later part of the work week, but we could see our next cool down arrive by the time we hit our Saturday night into Sunday, dropping highs from the 80s back down into the 70s, which is near the normal for this time of year.